genuinely real. Just put it up your face.
Put it on your face. All right, there you go.
Oh,
now you
my
know.
favorite.
This is, and so many of you have been already on the phone or you've already used your Shop by Remote. I love it. Straight to hsn.com to get this customer pick at $10 off. This is the one that we talked about earlier before. Yep. I mean, it's really unbelievable. So the Nativity Stone, we have to hear about this.
Yeah, let me explain to you what the Nativity Stone is. Nativity Stone is a stone that comes within 20 feet of where Jesus was born, and it's from the Church of the Nativity. Here's the video that shows the actual church. I was fortunate enough to actually go there. Christ was born in a cave just like that, and then they built the church right on top of that cave. And when you go into the church, you're going to actually see the opening. There's no door. It's that same opening. This is the interior. They call this the manger floor. And the church is shit. That's the opening. So you have to bend down and go in. It's also marked with a 14-point star. I tell you, it's magical when you go.
I bet.
If you never have the opportunity or won't have the opportunity, this is a way to actually buy your own relic. It has a certificate that authenticates that when it was removed, the actual priest who was there at the time, they were given to this guy, Stanley Slotkin. See that cross that he just had on that paper? He was the actual originator of the Nativity Stone. It was his vision to take these stones, bring them to the United States, and put them in jewelry, and then use a portion of the proceeds are donated to charity. What you see there is the Vatican. This stone was recognized by the Vatican in the year 2000 as the Jubilee Stone. And very few pieces ever are recognized by the Vatican. It's the same cardinal of bishops that vote the Pope in, voted on this to make this the Nativity, the Jubilee Stone for the year 2000. Wow. So it's well documented. When you get yours home, you can do your own little research. We have it in a bracelet and in a necklace. This is the most incredible piece you'll ever own. Again, it's in stainless. And, you know, with Easter right around the corner, you couldn't find a better gift for someone. I wear the larger version of this bracelet that is good for men or women, but this is more just for women. The other thing that makes this so spectacular is that you can adjust this bracelet. So if you're buying it for a 10-year-old, she can put this on.
This is the bigger
version.
And
she can wear it immediately. And she can grow into it, and you never have to worry about it tarnishing. You never have to worry about it, you know, breaking or anything because of that stainless. But when you think about the spiritual significance of the actual stone,
it's really
where
incredible.
could you buy this?
No, nowhere
place
else. No place else. But to have that really certified by the Vatican, and to be able to have that be the stone of the Jubilee, the year of Jubilee, this is really unbelievable. 7.5 inch or 8 inch.
The certificate that you actually get has a signature on it. So it's almost like a miniature affidavit. All of the other things that we showed you before, if you go online and you just Google Nativity Stone, you'll find all of those documents, whether it's the Vatican or the actual Church of the Nativity. So it really is a very, very special piece. They're all signed on the reverse side.
Design. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is just gorgeous. This is a beautiful piece just as a cross bracelet. Just the way that it's designed with the link going right into that cross design, and then such a beautiful open scroll work design with it. You kind of would get close and you would think, oh, what kind of stone is that? What kind of gemstone is that? But then to have that be genuine Nativity Stone, that is, talk about a limited resource. I mean, you're not opening new mines of where Jesus was born. I mean, that's unbelievable.
There was literally a doorway that was about 12 feet wide, and maybe, you know, 8 or 10 feet high. And how Stanley got the church to give him the stones was, he was an amateur archaeologist, and he used to do digs all in the area. And whenever he found something that he thought had religious significance, he would go to the church and say, this is what I found, what do you know about it? And if it has significance to the church, he would turn it over to them. So in turn, they gave him these stones, which you never get anything. You know, I was there at the Church of Nativity. There's nothing that you can buy. All these little trinkets that they have, but nothing that certifies that the stone came from that location. And also, I have geological certificates that two different labs tested the stone, proved that it came from that location. So there's no doubt in mind. I've actually been selling this since 1999. And when the Vatican certified that this was the genuine Nativity, I was sold. At first, I was like everybody else. How could it be? You know, where did it come from? How do you know it came from there? Well, we know that Jesus was born in that spot. And the reason why we know, this church was built in the year 350 or 53. And the people were worshiping at that location for 300 years. So it started from the time he was born. And it continued for those 300 years. And then ultimately they built the church right on that cave.
$12.48 gets a genuine Nativity Stone, beautiful bracelet in that two-tone stainless steel home for you. Unbelievable. That 2-flex expires at the end of the day. Really don't miss it. If you've never owned Nativity Stone, this is a great and really inexpensive way to get that piece of history home.
And Shannon, we don't have any other bracelet that comes close to this in price. So if you're thinking maybe I'll wait, it's not getting any cheaper than this.
Right. It gets a little bit bigger, a little bit more ornate, but not cheaper.
And
definitely not.
It's such a comfortable bracelet to wear. And again, what a way to teach your children, your grandchildren, about the meaning of Christ and the whole story. And again, you can go online. You know, kids love to go online. You can read about it with them. You can read the certificate and do your own research, because that's their little piece of history. That will be their connection. And again, it's so durable that they'll wear this for a lifetime.
And they might not be able to go, but you can bring that Nativity Stone to them. We have some callers. We have Gwen from Louisiana joining us. Hi, Gwen.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good. Is this your first time shopping, Michael Anthony?
Oh, no. That is one of the reasons I'm calling. I would like to thank him and HSN for continuing to bring these religious items. They're very hard to find in the marketplace. I have several of Anthony's pieces in gold, and since he started producing it in stainless, I really love the larger sizes and the quality of the material. You get such a, you know, a heavy feel to the piece. You know, you're definitely wearing it.
Well, good.
And
thank you.
I have really enjoyed them, and hopefully you'll continue to keep bringing them.
I would say, God willing, we keep up the strength and the brain power to keep coming up with these beautiful designs. Thank you again,
Gwen. I love, too, that she's a repeat customer because the quality is so good, and that's what you get with the Michael Anthony
You'll hear that over and over. And, you know, I would love to get a testimonial on the nativity pieces, because I can give you a testimony because I've been wearing this piece for now, since I designed it maybe 5 years ago. And I wear a necklace and the bracelet. And we're going to show you the necklace in a few minutes. And it's the one piece that I consistently wear, give as gifts. And whomever I give them to and tell the story, they just absolutely love it.
I love that. Well, let's see if maybe Clydra is calling from California. Hi, Clydra. Do you have any of the Nativity Stones?
Absolutely.
Oh, there you ask and you shall receive. You wanted someone who... Tell us about them, Clydra.
Anthony, give me a second here because I want to say something. I don't throw this word around very much, but I absolutely love you. I love your jewelry, you know, gold. But do you understand that you have brought us the most important piece of history on the planet?
Yes, I do.
And to share it, you know, I talked to you before. My daughter has the original bracelet. I'm sorry, original necklace. She never takes it off. I have the original bracelet. I never take it off. I bought the anklet with just the one heart, one cross. I never take it off. And I bought one for a dear friend of mine. I'm sending it to her in the mail. and she's going to be so surprised because, you know, she knows what this is and the significance of it.
Yeah.
How special.
It
what
is,
a perfect gift.
and I try to explain that in the best way I possibly can, but it's just so hard to wrap your head around the fact that you could actually have a piece of history. I mean, and
really
it's
is
so
unbelievable.
affordable, and it's really made, as you just heard Clydra say. So thank you for that testimonial. God bless.
Thank you, Clydra. Thank you so much for calling in. We do want to mention a few other of the Nativity Stone pieces if you're interested. Now, this is the bracelet that Anthony wears a lot.